ahead. Go ahead, Infinite.
What's up? My name is Devin, also go by Infinite or Prod by Infinite, and today I'm gonna show y'all the easiest, most foolproof way to make a Shoreline Mafia type beat. Let's get it. All right, hold up, pause. We need to take a quick break real quick because I need to do a little announcement. So y'all know I've been doing Patreon for like almost a year at this point. It's basically where I do all my weekly loops. So if you want to get loops from me every single week, you know what I mean, 7 loops plus the MIDI to all them loops. That's how you do it, you feel me? So usually I do like the tier 1 where it's like 7 loops, all the MIDI to the loops, and then you get that every single week. But I'm adding a new tier where you can get the actual project file so you can see what VSTs I'm using, how I'm mixing them, how I'm laying them out, how I'm arranging them, how I'm mastering them, and everything like that. It's like the ultimate like giving sauce away. I don't know the word, I blanked out on the word, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Okay, but just talking is so hard. Okay, basically all y'all need to know is that now there's an extra tier being added to my Patreon. So instead of just getting the loops and the MIDI, you can actually opt in to get the project files as well. Boom. All right, now back to your regularly scheduled program. This is all right, peace. All right, cool. So first thing that I started off with was this bell preset in Electra X. This is from the Hoodwill and Swoopy Abyss Bank. You know what I mean? And this is the very first sound I started off with. Okay, so if you look really closely at all this MIDI right here, you're gonna see that I'm just keeping like a lot of space, keeping it very simple and everything like that. And I'm just walking up the scale for the most part. So we're just going boom, boom, boom. Leave that little space. You know what I mean? That call and response. If you're an OG viewer, you know how much I be using call and response. It's just the easiest way to make like catchy melodies. You know what I mean? So, and also when I'm making melodies like this, I like to stick to these little like little half steps where it goes like to B to A sharp, or like this right here where it goes like F to F sharp. Those little like little next to each note half step things, it kind of helps give like a darker vibe whenever you use them. So that's why I was using them in this melody right here. It just makes it real simple, real easy. It kind of gives you almost like a guideline of where to go. And then from there, all I did was just make these chords right here. This is just a simple triad. If you don't know how to make a triad, this is how you make a triad. You're gonna go into your scale right here. You know, we are in D sharp minor. You know what I mean? So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna place one note right here on the D sharp. You mean that we're gonna skip one, and then we're gonna go to the next one, skip one, go to the next one. Boom, that's a triad. So I just did that, extended it out like that, and then I just took the root note, I just copied it down an octave just so it's like a little bit more full. You know what I mean? Now if we go back to the bells real quick, you see how we have like this little space right here where there's like nothing really going on? What I did to kind of like fill in that space was put a lead melody right here. So this is what it sounds like. So sometimes when you do that call and response stuff, you can use like another melody to fill in that space if you don't like having like too much space within your loops. And then I put this little hit accent right here. You know what I mean? And I like doing that because I feel like it gives a good impact for the loop. So whenever it does start over again, it's like bow, like you know what I mean? Like it sounds good. It kind of like lets everything like flow really well. And if you want to use that little hit sound right there, you can find it in the Foundation drum kit. It's a free drum kit that I put out. It will be the first link in the description. And now let's get into the drums and arrangement for this beat. So I just got like a little regular clap right here. You know what I mean? I just do like these little rolls right here just so it adds extra bounce. And then with the hi-hats, I went like super simple with them. And when you listen to those hi-hats, I'm sure you guys are sitting there thinking like, Infinite, these hi-hats, they're mid. What are you doing? Why did you put them in there? You could have done something way more complex and way more cool and catchy. I don't want to hear all that. Because when you hear it in full context with the beat, it adds so much bounce. Watch. So if we just like keep all these melodies right here and like the clap and the hi-hat, you'll see like how much bounce it actually adds. You mean it just works together. It's like when you hear it by itself, it's kind of like, man, you sure about that? But when you listen to it all together. And then right here, I just put like two little open hats. You know what I mean? That's just an accent for like the 808s and everything like that. I like layering other sounds on top of my 808s or kicks and everything like that because it gives it like a cool texture, cool sound, cool effect and everything like that. I mean, since we're talking about 808s, we can just go into the 808 right now. And then for the 808s, I was really just following the notes that I already had in the melody to use it as like a guideline to where I should be putting like the hits and everything like that. So this is what the 808 sound like by itself. And then if you go back and you look at the melody, it's like it's real similar. You know what I mean? It's real similar. And that's why like the bass and the melody go so well together. Also, side note, if y'all want this 808 right here, it is in the ATL Culture Volume 2 drum kit, which was released by Mike Fuego and Tri-Freeze. So, you know what I mean? If you want this 808 specifically, that's where I got it from. It's a free kit. Also, pre-computed effects, I just boosted it a little bit and then threw the EQ knob to the right a little bit. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? EQ, if you put it to the right a little bit, you know what I mean? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the EQ, if you put it to the right a little bit, it'll boost the low end. If you put it to the left a little bit, it'll boost the high end. So with the 808s, you know what I mean? Try experimenting with this little EQ knob, putting it to like the right and everything like that. You feel me? Then after that, just put in a couple of like sound effects and everything like that. Nothing too crazy. You know, a little stomp, a little stompy stomp. You feel me? The little DJ scratches, just so it's really LA. You feel me? And then the reverb clap, I really like using reverb claps on the very last clap within the pattern because it just kind of gives like this like grand exit to everything. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It just sounds really cool. You know what I mean? But if you listen to it like in context with everything, I mean, it just sounds cool to like end off the bar and end off the loop and everything like that. All right, now let's talk about the arrangement real quick and how I did the intro. All right, so for the intro, all I did was just like put some reverb on it. Not even some reverb, put like a lot of reverb on it, you know what I mean? And then I also put this like little EQ right here. The reason why I put in the EQ is because when I put on the reverb, the 808 was just going too crazy and it just sounded like really bad without it. Like, listen. I mean, with the 808, it's like a little too much. So I just put in this EQ, kind of duck off the low ends, just so it sounded a little bit more like balanced. You know what I mean? Just so it doesn't sound like too crazy. That's all I did. Then I just made like little automation clips. If you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is just go to the knob right here, right click it, and then create automation clip. And then it'll bring these little things down right here. So you could like fade out the effect. And then we'll just go over the arrangement like really quick. Basically 8-bar intro. I highly recommend you don't do anything more than that. Usually I would just recommend keeping it to a 4 to 8-bar intro and then 8 bars for the hook. That is pretty standard for like rap and hip hop and everything like that. And then I just did like a 16-bar verse where I'm just kind of like changing things like every 4 bars, every like 4 to 8 bars. But I mean, if you're kind of just like in a pinch, in a hurry, and you need to just do something really quick, 8-bar intro, 8-bar hook, 16-bar verse where you kind of just like take out certain stuff from here and there and everything like that. And then you could just repeat it over and then just do like the melody for the outro. That's just like a quick template. So if you ever just kind of like need to do something really quick, you can just do that. And then that is how you make a Shoreline Mafia type beat very easily. Foolproof method. You feel me? A little bell melody, a little chord, a little lead, simple drums. Make sure it slap and you straight. You good. So with that being said, my name is Devin. I also go by Infinite, Pop by Infinite, and peace out. Pew.